Good morning. My name is Roderick Horton, and today's topic is about low-cost computing options for digital audio workstations. We've all heard the term starving artist, and it doesn't just apply to actors. It applies to writers. It applies to musicians. Um, a lot of times, musicians and artists and actors don't get really big money until they break out, join a popular band, makes a song that goes viral, or maybe get picked up by Oprah. Oprah does a book review, you're an instant millionaire. um, I got a picture-in-picture screen going on right now of my computer, and it's really my video setup and everything that we're focusing on. You can see my keyboards in the background, and off to the side out of the screen right here is a Alesis SR16 drum machine. These are low-cost solutions that I could find, with the exception of this. This is a Yamaha MX46. This is another Alesis instrument. It's the Alesis QS 8.2 88 key keyboard that was manufactured almost 30 years ago, but it's built with a quality that is acceptable for its price range, which was like $6.99 or so 30 years ago. But let's get back to the computer. Today's computer is a Dell Optiplex 3060, small form factor. It has a Core i5 8400 CPU in it, a 256 gigabyte M.2 SSD drive, which is where Windows 11 is installed. Then it has a 2 terabyte Western Digital Blue 2.5 inch SSD drive and 32 gigabyte of double data rate 4 memory, manufactured by Crucial. Now, people say, oh, Crucial is not cheap memory, but at the same time, it's not expensive memory. The reason why I buy Crucial memory is because it's reliable. I don't get the blue screen of death. I don't get the random shutdowns or shut off with my computer. It runs like it should run. So, and you're looking at the main picture on the screen. You see the CPU, Core i5 8400 CPU. And if you'll follow my mouse pointer, there's the core count. Logical processors, 6 cores, because this CPU does not have hyperthreading, but it will turbo boost to 4.0 gigahertz. It's got a base frequency of 2.8 gigahertz and will boost to 4.0 gigahertz depending on the workload. So let's click on the memory. You'll see right here 32 gigabyte of double data rate 4 memory. It's two 16 gigabyte sticks in there, and this is 2400 megahertz memory or whatever. I just happen to have it laying around. This D, which is my data drive, is 2.5 inch 2 terabyte SSD drive. This C is a Toshiba M.2 2280 SSD drive, 256 gig, and then there's Wi-Fi, but this is a USB Wi-Fi adapter, and it's not doing any heavy load or heavy work right now, but it is what it is. Um, the GPU is the onboard Intel UHD graphics, the 630 graphics. That's the onboard graphics or integrated graphics. That's part of the CPU. Again, the Core i5 8400 CPU. And I just happen to have a GPU laying around that would fit the small form factor, so I put it in. AMD Radeon R5 430 with 2 GB of dedicated RAM, and we got GPU memory, shared memory, 16 GB. I like this computer because I can install Persona Studio One Pro Digital Audio Workstation software and make music with it with my MIDI controller, and there's no terrible lag or anything. I can record several audio tracks, wave files or whatever, and get them going. And this is the little train that could. This CPU powers through 32 tracks with no problem. Some songs don't need that many tracks, but we're talking starving artists. You guys like Prince could afford whatever computer they wanted. They could probably buy 10, 12 computers if they wanted to, just for the studio or whatever. Well, there's no probably to it. They could. But we're talking starving artists. I got $200 tied up in this particular computer, and most of it is in that memory and the 2 TB Western Digital Blue SSD drive. Now, I just wanted to show you some of the software that I had installed on this computer, but I'm not going to do it because I don't want to go through copyright issues with some of the songs that the dog pulls up or whatever, because sometimes I do songs for people, little jingles or whatever, and they have a non-disclosure agreement in place, and then they have restricted limited use agreements in place, and I can't do much with the song until I get permission from them. And because this is more about acquiring the computer than it is making music or whatever, we'll focus on the hardware, the computer hardware. This particular Radeon R5 430 GPU has 2 video output ports on it. One is a display port, and the other one is the digital video or DVI interface output for it. And I've got one to the monitor that's about 30 feet away from me or 20 feet away from me. And then I have the other one coming into my Roland BR3EX. And this is why you can see Task Manager up on your screen. I have a direct output from the video card of the other computer in the kitchen that's streaming to the Roland VR3EX audio video mixer or whatever. The capture device for this particular setup is an old Dell Latitude E6440 laptop. It has 8 GB of double data rate 3 RAM in it. It has a 480 gig SSD drive that I bought off eBay for $29 after shipping and taxes. But it does what I need it to do as far as capturing video and audio at the same time without any drop frames or dropped audio or whatever. And I'll show you two of the devices that I use. This is just a regular video capture device that I use. I got it off eBay, less than $15. And then to enable me to use it, I use this. This is a USB-A to USB-C adapter cable. Now, there's a reason why I buy the USB-C video capture device. That's because it captures audio and video at the same time from an HDMI compliant device. That could be your TV box or cable converter box, or in this case my Roland VR3EX. I'm capturing video and audio out of the HDMI output of the Roland VR3EX, and as you can see, the video's acceptable. I'm not using high-end cameras or anything. I'm using 4 Sony HDR CX240 cameras. They do okay for a basic YouTube channel that's not really trying to monetize and not break the bank at acquiring the equipment. But again, it is what it is. $2,500 for the entire studio setup, 4 cameras, 4 nice tripods. One of them is a Manfrotto, the other 3 are small rig AD-01 tripods, and we got a couple of things going on as far as the audio input is concerned. We have a Tascam Mixcast 4 podcast mixer. Attached to it is 4 PreSonus PD70 dynamic microphones. I got tired of enabling and disabling the phantom power for condenser microphones, so I just went and bought the 4 PreSonus PD70 microphones. I plug them in using the XLR cable. Shutdown is quick and easy. I don't have to worry about burnt out audio channels on my Mixcast 4. It just makes life easy. So, grab what you can from the video. I'm going to end it now. Like, subscribe, tell me about products you'd like to have reviewed. Even if it's older technology, I'll find a way to get it some kind of way, and we'll talk about it and get it on YouTube for you. And hopefully we can grow the channel. I'm not trying to get it monetized or anything, but just trying to grow it so that people can learn to do things a little bit differently than what they've been doing previously to make ends meet or whatever. I'll give you solutions to problems if you'll just trust me. We're going to talk about using this one particular computer with a company that does customer support. You can sign up for their services using this particular computer and a landline phone service and good internet service, and you could make good money acting as a customer support representative, and we'll talk more about that later. But for now, I've gave you a good computer to use if you're a starving artist and want to do your own music on a digital audio workstation but just don't have the funds. $200 can get you everything that I discussed with this particular computer, and you can find it most of the time on eBay for even less than that. Sometimes you may have to go with the Patriot brand of SSD drives. Well, They cost about $40 or $50 less than the Western Digital equivalent, but they still function as well or not better, if better than or as well as some SSD drives that are out there. So, food for thought. Watch the video, take notes, and say, well, I need to buy a Dell Optiplex 3060 and configure it this way so that I can make music, or I can use it for online customer support representative jobs, or I could use it to write the next novel, or I could use it to do whatever it is I want to do that's computer concentric or centered around a computer. Again, don't get tricked into thinking you need a laptop, because you can't use a laptop for a lot of the online customer support jobs, but if you've got this one particular desktop, you could do well for yourself. You can make your music in your spare time. You can report for work in your work hour times or whatever. And the company I'm talking about that allows you to work as a customer support representative is called Arise, ARISE.com. But they have standards about the minimum computing requirements that you need to have in order to work for them. And we'll go over that in another video. But for now, like the video, subscribe, and leave some comments down below. I took a few notes, but they were just hardware related. Normally I just do off the fly videos or whatever, but I'm gonna start scripting videos because I have the ability to run Telecaster teleprompter software at the same time while I'm doing a video or whatever, and we'll get everything researched, put in a logical, coherent order for you, so that when you look at my videos, you can take notes and say, I can follow along, and this makes sense to me, and I'm gonna do it. Well, for now, that's the end of the video. Enjoy, like, subscribe, and leave comments about videos you would like to see, and we'll see about making those videos for you. Bye.